Why I love book distribution. Actually, when I began book distribution, it was very difficult. And book distribution is difficult. The problem I had in the beginning was I was thinking I was the doer. I can distribute books. But as you go through the process with the Association of Devotees, you realize you cannot distribute books. We're completely useless. And in my experience, I wasn't able to distribute books. So the wonderful thing about book distribution is you learn to take shelter of the Lord. You have to take shelter. So book distribution, I did book distribution in England. So in England, you go into this, we do book distribution in the cities. And the cities are not very nice places. There's very loud, noisy, dirty places. There's no sense gratification there. In UK, particularly I was in Scotland, a very cold and windy place. And most days it's raining. So to be outside is a miserable condition. And to face people who are intoxicated, who are taking intoxications in form of alcohol, injections. The young people a lot of them inject themselves with different things like heroin and all sorts of heavy drugs. So when you're speaking to people, they're very violent and their mind is not controlled. So what to be in such a situation? Everything about book distribution, in one sense, is no sense gratification in being in the situation you're in. So you have to take shelter. You have to pray to the spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada and Lord Chaitanya, please give me the ability to distribute these books. So on the one hand, you're surrendering all bodily comforts to go out into those conditions to distribute books. That means you're forced to surrender. And if you don't surrender, your progress will be very small. And you're forced to take shelter. Because if you don't take shelter, the books will not be distributed. So you're constantly praying to your spiritual authorities, please give me the ability to distribute these books. Please give me the ability to distribute these books. And when the ability comes, you know that is mercy, divine mercy. Because before it was impossible. You tried everything materially. You'd work in this Sankirtan spot, you work in this spot, this corner of the street, the other side of the street. You try to maybe do this Prabhupada book, or you try, maybe I should distribute another Prabhupada book, people like this one instead of this one. The mind will come up with so many options. Oh, it's raining, maybe if I stand as a shelter, then people will take the book because it's raining, they don't want to take. Or if I have an umbrella, people will come in the umbrella, so there's no many options your mind will come up with, how can I distribute books? But ultimately, we have to take shelter. And when you take shelter, then suddenly the books will start to distribute. You think, how is it possible? You know, it is only by divine mercy. So I performed so many different services in ISKCON. Pujari service, I have cleaning the temple, cooking service. All these services are very relishable. But my experience is the full surrender and full concentration on prayer and taking shelter of the Lord happens on book distribution. Hare Krishna.